lock it in. Yeah, it's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in. Are you ready to be entertained, educated? A little stimulation for your brain. Lock it in. Are you ready to learn? Are you ready to laugh? Are you ready to love? Then lock it in. Lock it in. Yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, yeah. It's the Joe Lockett Show. Lock it in, lock it in. It's the Joe Lockett Show.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joe Lockett. It's 12 minutes after the hour. You guys are locked into your favorite eating ride. Y'all know what time it is, and y'all know who it is. I'm your boy Joe Lockett, your host of the evening of the one and only, the famous Joe Lockett Show. And you know, on the other side of me, on the other side of the sofa, is the one and only, the incomparable. He is the man with the plan, the man with the Cliffside news that bring you the news each and every day on the Joe Lockett Show. It is who? Nephew Cliffside. What's up, boy?
You
good?
Yeah, I'm straight. We finna have to get into some business.
Business on what?
We finna get into some business.
Business on what? We got a whole show to do.
Yeah, that's the point.
Today is Messy Monday, sir.
Go ahead, get your introductions and hays out the way. We're gonna get into some work.
Hey, hello, hi, motherfucker. How you doing?
You real loose with this F word now. As long as we loose with stuff. Hey, so I gotta watch folks.
Hey, it sounds like that's what you want to be, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying, Joe. We got some work to do.
All right, so today on the show, man, we got a lot we're gonna get into, y'all. I don't know what he's running on his mouth or whatever about, but we definitely gonna be getting into what you looking at me like that for, sir?
Man, I'm watching you. I gotta produce the show and actually do the show too.
Okay, so what we talking about today on the show is, why do good women pick bad men, and why do men run from a fight? On the Joe Lockett Show.
What? Why do men run from a fight?
Yeah, why do men run from a fight? That's what we got on the show today. It's Messy Monday. I'm finna be messy as hell.
Yeah, that sound messy. Good Lord.
Yeah, we finna be messy.
I mean, we got nothing but mess in the news.
Ain't nothing but mess, you know what I'm saying? And so you guys stay locked in, man. The topics of the day are gonna be hot. You guys can give your take. If you guys want to chime in on the show, make sure that you come in on TikTok. If you don't have 1,000 viewers, if you subscribe to our show on TikTok, we will send you a link and you can actually chime in on the show. And also, we're going to be starting something maybe this week where we're taking topics from you guys that you guys want us to debate, or you guys want to talk about, or, you know, do you guys want to be a co-host on the Joe Lockett Show on a topic that you want to talk about? And also, something else I want to mention on the show, we are looking for guests that want to talk about their relationship problems that they are going through. We would love for you to come onto the show and be a guest on the show to talk about your relationship problems. Because what we're looking to do, if we can get a couple of people that got the same relationship problems, we can bring you all on the show. And nephew, I, Denise, Ebony, Keisha, we can sit down and we can try to help you guys work through some of your problems. So, you know, nephew, if they want to bring their boyfriend on the show and put their problems out there and let us talk about it for them, help them get through some of the stuff, they can do that on the Joe Lockett Show.
I'll watch a train.
You know what I'm saying? So some of those things that we want to work out and do, because I think we're going to have some fun stuff with people. And we want to open up, you know, the show to doing a lot of different things where it's going to be entertaining for everybody. This is the Joe Lockett Show. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys follow. Make sure you guys share. That's what we do. It's free. So let's have fun, y'all. This sounds like a very interesting conversation. Oh, it's going to get interesting. Lady J, what's going on? Tokidoki. Ohio gozaimasu. O genki desu ka? Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. O genki. Tokidoki genki. Muko wa samui desu ka? What's going on, Nate Dogg? We good, baby. Nate Dogg said, what's up, man? We had a great weekend. Lady J is in the building. The most beautiful, phenomenal Lady J. And she looked this sexy. And you look so good in that black dress and your high heels. I'm sure you had on that sweet perfume, and your man was good to you. Asui that she says hot in Japan.
Oh, it's hot over here. So hey.
Kochiro wa mo asui n desu yo. Kochiro wa natsu da yo. Mo sugu natsu da kara sa ne. Shogunai ne. Tam's in the building. Tam's with the yams. Tam's up in Tennessee is in the building. How you doing, baby? I you know, Tam's with them yams. I ain't talked to her. Well, she was kind of lively on the show Friday though. She was hanging out with us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. We got a great show lineup for you guys. Did I miss anybody? What's up, Honey B? What's up, Leah? What's up, my fella Battle? Who was that? What's up, Redneck? I think Red Rick. I think that is.
That's their name.
What's up, Poppins? What's up, Kenny? What's up, Danny? What's up, Candy? What's up, Miles and Vicky, Deanna, Nicole? Appreciate you guys. Travis Garcia, Coach Kelly, Mr. Gunman. Appreciate everybody locking in, man. Tom, what's going on, man? We got to get into the Cliffside news, the entertainment news. So y'all know this is what we do every day on Top of the Show. We go around the world before we get into the topics. One of the things that we do, we make sure if you guys just locking in, you at work, whatever you got going on, maybe on your way from home, picking up your kids. But guess what? You guys haven't had time to get into the news. So what do nephew Cliffside do? He brings you the entertainment news. Let's get into it, nephew.
All righty. Let's do this thing.
Cliffside shenanigans.
So we'll go on with our live entertainment. Without further ado, here they are. Love it. I just love it. I just love it.
All righty. With that being the cue, let's go ahead and get into some news. Our news is strictly music today. I'm not going to lie to you.
Seriously, okay.
Yes, news is strictly music, but that's never a bad thing for me. You know what just passed?
What's that?
Coachella.
I saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't know what was
man.
going on.
I always freaking miss it.
I want to go to a Coachella.
We should.
I want to go to a Coachella.
We should. Even though you're not like a music dude like
but
that.
I'm not. But you know who I love
The
to take
environment.
But you know who
amazing.
I love to take to Coachella with me?
Lady J.
No. Tokidoki Fly.
That would be awesome.
That would be cool, right?
That would be fire.
Man.
I want to do it now.
Right? I would love to take Tokidoki Fly to Coachella.
Oh my goodness, that would be so freaking lit.
Right? You know, me, you, Tokidoki Fly, Denise at Coachella Fly.
That'd be so hard. I swear that you got me happy now. We need to do that next year. We need to do that next year.
Yeah.
I'm not even lying to you. We need to do that next year.
Hey, so Tokidoki Fly.
Tokidoki.
Only got at the Coachella at the light. Can I show y'all? At those ticket was the chickens that could decide. Go ahead, bro.
My God. Please.
That'd be cool.
Please. I'm asking.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That'd be so freaking fire. Oh my God. Anyway. You about to have me geek out. Coachella just passed.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what Coachella is, if you're under a rock or you're just not hip to it, Coachella is a big, huge. I think the hugest one in the States, maybe the world.
Yeah.
I know it's on the list for the world, but the hugest music festival that we have. Hugest. They have so many freaking concerts on like 5, 6, 7 stages at a time.
Yeah.
And they do it the whole freaking weekend.
You know, I think Tokidoki may better get us tickets to there because
I
hope
so.
Man, lightning, yo.
I hope so. I hope so. But yes, bro. So a lot of folks was out here. A lot of very known, well-named, established artists was doing their thing out there at Coachella.
There go the Men in Black. Men in Black.
So a lot of stuff was going on in Coachella. We had some head scratchers.
She said yes. She said yes. She just said yes. Hey, we going to Coachella next year.
Hey, y'all got me in real time.
She just said yes.
Actually,
hey, but she
right
just
now.
gave us thumbs up. Lightning, Coachella, Ikimashou. She said yes. She just said yes.
Y'all got me in real time.
Oh, she just
excited.
said she got us. She said she got us. We good.
Bro, y'all got me in real time excited right now.
Real talk. She just
Real
said we
talk.
going. And Tokidoki, she's straight. So we'll be good.
Okay. back to the news. Ooh. Now, there was some very questionable head scratchers, some non-honorable mentions.
Okay.
We saw Kesha take the stage, which what you seeing if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. Shout out to y'all. If you're watching on here, Kesha take the stage to remix her song to say F Diddy. Now, I don't know how I feel about Kesha saying that, but then again, I don't know that much on Kesha outside of one of her biggest stuff. And I think her biggest record was made by Diddy. So
I don't know who she is. So
I don't know. I would sing the song for you, but I know you wouldn't know it, and I could play it, but we're gonna get we'll get copyright.
Yes,
strike.
that's okay. I don't really, I don't know.
If you know the song, "Hey, I just met you. This is crazy, but here's my number."
Maybe I don't know.
No, "Wake Up in the Morning Feeling Like P. Diddy," the little thing that the Simpsons did the remix to.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah, but instead of feeling like P. Diddy, she wanted to say F him.
Uh-huh.
I don't know how I feel about you saying that, Kesha. I also don't know how to feel about what I saw with Justin Bieber this weekend. I really hold on. I got the queue up. Hey, bro, I got the queue
y'all
up.
need to go to YouTube or Facebook and look at this.
Hey, man, yeah, I got the clip right here.
Okay,
Bro.
if y'all on TikTok and y'all can go to Joe Lockett Show on Facebook and YouTube because that's where the show is streaming live at.
Bro.
Whoa! OMG! Oh my God! Oh no!
Now I knew Jaden was bisexual and he was on that type of timing. So I mean, look, disclaimer: we don't care how you feel or how you move. Do you, boo boo?
Yeah.
But I mean, when you don't let nobody know that you already out, it's kind of like woo. And that's exactly what I did. I was in my bed. I was like, I didn't know this is gonna get me like that because I'm on the phone with a girl. I'm like, yeah. And I saw it scrolling up, and I was like, whoa. It's like, no, I don't remember.
It's something. It's some things I don't need to see, bro.
Hey man, we'll leave it to y'all imagination. If you are looking at it on our other streaming sites,
Joe Lockett Show.
Hey man, you see exactly what we're talking about. I did it for you. You tell me what you think.
No, don't tell us. You just think. I don't want to know what you think. We know what we think. You keep it to yourself what you think, but it's on Joe Lockett Show at YouTube and Facebook right now.
That's the engagement, Joe.
Yeah, whatever.
Speaking of engagement, he responded, Joe.
Who that?
Drake. Drake responded. He ain't apologized. And if anything, if anything, that
give me them push-ups, boy.
That ninja.
Give me them push-ups, boy. Give me them push-ups. Yeah, go ahead. I'm glad you're talking about this today, sir. Go ahead. Hey, hello, how you doing, mother? Yeah, go ahead.
Look, I told y'all whose side I'm on, but I love all three of them.
I
love.
I want to hear your dissertation on this. Go ahead, sir. Talk to me.
Nah, I'm gonna do it, but if I'm gonna do it the right way, let me cook. I'm gonna bring you. Don't you leave and go nowhere. You sit down because I want yours too.
Oh, you just told me to sit. Okay.
Don't do that. Stop.
Anyway, I can't go nowhere. Okay, let me go ahead and grab.
I want to set up how I found out because of all the freaking folks to tell me it was this ninja. He gonna call. I'm literally minding my business. Got a little chick on the side on the phone, and then I'm doing my thing on the game. Yay, mingling. He gonna call me, so I gotta hang up on her. Nephew. They need to leave him alone, dog. They done woke up a beast. And I'm like, what? What are you talking about? He was like, oh, you ain't see? You ain't heard?
Check your inbox.
Yeah, check your inbox. I ain't gonna tell you until you see it.
Call me back.
So I go to find in my phone. This ninja Drake didn't drop the diss track back. He responded. Now, we have so many freaking arguments about this off camera. Me and Joe. We do. And I told him he better respond. And I felt like he was going to respond. Joe's like, Joe said
he shouldn't. I said, man, you already at the top. I say, only thing you can do right now is hurt your career if you go do this if you lose. I said, don't do it.
He did it. Hey, man. First off, how I got to his diss track, you slimy. And I know what it is. You was playing the media games, Drake, but that's what you do. You a petty little slimy light-skinned boy. Okay? What he did was drop off through different YouTube and other blog sites, snippets, and then he dropped off leaks that he dropped out. Now, if you know Drake, he does this in all his rap beefs. When he was going against Pusha T, when he was going against Meek Mill, he does that to bait you to drop first. So he can drop what he already released and then respond to what you dropped. First off, you're dealing with another dude that can peep the game, so it didn't work. So he had to officially drop it with the beat that he officially wanted to come out on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say this, dude. He threw a haymaker back.
Oh,
you
you changed your dissertation.
I mean, because I didn't know if it was Saturday. Saturday I said, nah, bro, this ain't official. I don't see no OVO sound on it.
Yeah.
This is fake.
Yeah. And you like, yeah,
and even if it was,
nah. Yeah, you were like, nah. So you didn't change. You listened to it again.
That second beat that he put back on.
Yeah.
When he took that other beat off. Thank God. He put that other beat on.
Uh-huh. Huh? Like
hey, man, Kung Fu Kenny gotta come back, and I believe in you, dog. I believe in you. You ain't finna apologize, but the way he sound, you better not apologize because he came at you. Now, I will say what he did say. Drake, that's like the pot calling the kettle black. If you're gonna call about his splits and stuff like that, dude, you was signed to two people that was signed to a label. He was just signed to one label that he got stake in. So if I'm gonna get that 50% cut. At least my 50% cut said I'm part of this ownership to the label. I don't know if Birdman and Lil Wayne got you doing that. But that's why you went in 2019 to make your label. So if we talking about splits, you got to slow down on that. But on the cracks and stuff, he said, drop and give me 50. when Top say to go do a song for the Swifties. And then this is my favorite one. He went because they do that Michael Jackson Prince references.
Yeah.
He said that's the difference between Mike then and Mike now. Dude, that's comparing a king to a prince. What's a king to his prince? His son. Wait a minute. Who you got that? Because if you don't get it, come on. What's a prince to a king? His son? Come on now. That was hard. I don't know who you got to write that on. I know because everybody want to think you getting jumped, but you got like 6 people in that room too. So it's kind of 6 on 6. Might be a 7 on 7 camp. Okay.
And I heard when he dropped the bar about Whitney.
Yo, Drake, if you didn't learn nothing from Pusha T, Jay Prince gonna have to get you, boy. Don't be bringing folks' wives in this.
That boy.
Don't be bringing people wives in this.
That boy was talking about that dude's wifey because her name is Whitney.
And there's been snippets today that I've heard where he named the song Hi Whitney. Now, the snippet I heard was fire. But this is what I'm gonna say, Drake. You jumping into this ring again, you gonna make it more than rap. You better be willing for your porn star baby mama and your son to be dropped in this.
That's fine.
If that's what we're gonna do.
That's fine.
Let's make it even now.
That's fine.
Because you ain't finna dedicate no whole song to my wife and think I ain't finna get on your son and your prostitute in Australia.
That's fine.
I'm just saying now. We and don't get sensitive.
That's okay.
Because it's the fair game, right?
It's a fair game.
But he didn't say that. But he didn't say that with Pusha T. That's why I was trying to make sure.
Yeah,
Drake. I don't care if you see this.
But
we got to make this known. I love you, but dude, you went through this before.
Yeah, but
and it got nasty.
But one thing I said about this when I listened to it, bro, he went down. He went down the line and slapped everybody.
Speaking of slapping everybody, if you're still tuning in on the show on the other networks, guess who else he shot at? Oh, it's Ricky Rose.
White boy.
Yeah.
White boy.
Rick Ross. And he responded the same day. That's what I'm talking about, Ricky.
He shouldn't have did that.
Man, he did. He squashed that because honestly, if he didn't do that, I think the what's the name release would have been way bigger this Monday. He did his cards right.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did. Oh, he did. Look, you just don't like Rick Ross.
No, I like
you. You don't like Rick Ross. He went at him.
No, he did.
Joe.
No, he did.
Because he brought up stuff that this dude needs to answer to.
What? Being a white boy?
No, because he said
a nose job.
Nose job is funny. Him saying that he
Really?
got a nose job and
Come
he had
on,
to
bro.
get cut down.
Bro, come on,
And he
bro.
been hiding in these shirts
bro,
on his
stop. Come on,
toes.
bro. Rick didn't say nothing.
He said you got your body did.
Bro.
You working out. We know that ain't you.
Bro, come on. Rick Ross didn't say nothing that was. Yeah, go ahead.
But he mentioned he did. He mentioned allegedly Drake called a cease and desist to French Montana and his fam. And apparently there was some back and forth, which is raising a lot of eyebrows in the hip hop community, because if you know Rick Ross, French Montana, DJ Khaled,
yeah,
they was tight. Future, but 2 Chainz,
yeah,
Birdman, all of them, but they was tight.
He had a feature on there, but the album that he put out didn't do nothing. And I guess Drake realized that the feature that he had, he didn't want to be on it, because he figured when the people listen to it, say it's not going to do well. Because one day he was featured on, that album did not do well.
Who you talking about? The feature?
The feature that he had on with French Montana. He put out an album, and the album did not do well. That he put a cease and desist on.
Yeah.
And that's why he didn't want to be. He didn't want to be attached to it, because he felt at the end of the day, I guess when I'm looking at it, why he did that, because his feature was going to be there, but the album was trash in his opinion, I think.
But I mean,
so that's why I said, Rick, if the album would have hit, I would have been like, okay, but the album didn't hit at all.
This is what I would say to that. Because if it's an I owe you, you owe me type of thing, French did a lot for that dude. Nah, he did a lot,
but you can't tell me how to repay you though.
You can't. That's why I leave it at that. But
because if I paid you in cash, you know what I'm saying? I don't. You know what I'm saying? If you got paid money, I don't owe you nothing on whack.
But if it's not money, because all of them rich, I don't think money would have been the biggest part of the.
Hey January, how you doing?
Because Drake still being part of that song, or that song coming out, would have made it do better.
But you gotta be careful what you attach your name to, though.
I mean, cool, but Drake. But this is where French would be like, well, Drake, you attach your name to artists no one knows about that don't have a wave in order for you to jump on a trend early.
We're not gonna get deep into it.
I mean, but that's what he would say in response.
Let's keep it moving. Yeah.
But yeah, they've been going back and forth for the last freaking week now. This weekend.
So after this weekend, after all of this, right now, who's on top? I'm saying Drake.
No, it's no one's on top yet, because it's still 2 dudes responding to a verse.
Okay, no, but I'm saying now
it's 2 dudes responding to a verse.
But right now,
everybody didn't drop their diss track. They didn't.
Drake on top, man. Nobody want to get Drake. And I'm not a
no.
Drake fan.
I'm not giving that.
Fan.
I don't look. I'm not giving that because everybody didn't drop their
right now. Drake, you got to come at Drake. Right now, Drake.
Yeah, you got to come.
Right, like I said, right now, Drake the man.
No, don't get it twisted. What's name on the clock?
Yeah,
but nobody's ahead of anybody because nobody all dropped their diss tracks.
Well, we know J. Cole not gonna do one, so the only person gonna be dropping one right now, because Rick Ross did one. He could have kept that one, and Kendrick Lamar got to do his.
I appreciate Rick for doing that. I do.
All right.
Because that literally and Drake didn't like that. I swear he didn't.
He ain't said that.
No, Antics did. Because he would have let that breathe, just like how he did the other stuff,
bro.
And he wouldn't have to do no antics. But he knew that Rick Ross stomped on his release because Drake had an angle. He was really baiting Kendrick to come and drop his stuff first, so he can already have a response ready to it. But with Ross coming in and squashing on top of that, it killed the momentum of the record.
I don't know, bro. Okay, I'm gonna let
this battle mode, Joe. Okay. This is battle mode. Yeah, how you do stuff matter.
Okay, we'll see. Drake the man right now.
Look, I ain't got nobody ahead. I hate that one old crap.
Drake,
y'all ninjas need to wait until folks drop their freaking records. Y'all still would be losing because you made a whole song to a verse. That's what I don't want to do to y'all. That's why I'm not counting this all until everybody drop their diss record.
Okay.
Because y'all responding to a verse. Yeah. You with the song. It's not the same. It's not the same.
All right. All right, guys, you guys locked into your favorite eating right. Anything else we got?
Do we got anything else? No, that took a long time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
All right, guys. That's it.
Yeah,
for
that's probably it.
That's it for entertainment news, y'all. If y'all want to follow the rap beef, that I could care less about. I think Drake is winning right now. Okay, but anyway,
Well, dude, they care less about it. You think folks winning don't matter?
It doesn't. But at the end of the day, hey, you guys locked into your favorite rap Joe Lockett Show. Hold up, Messy Monday. How y'all doing, man? I hope you guys had a great weekend. We got some topics, of course, on this show. While you guys tuning in for, we got some topics that we want to get into. Why do good women pick bad men, and why do men run from a fight? Which one you want to get into?
I don't run from nothing. I ain't never scared.
Let's do why do men run from a fight first, or you want to do why do? No, I want.
No. I want to see why men run from a fight because I don't think I do.
Yeah, you do. We all do. Men run from a fight.
Excuse me?
Men run from a fight, bro. Because why do men run from a fight? I ran from plenty of fights in my life. Number one, I knew I couldn't win, or I was disinterested into where it was going to go. And the reason why I brought that up because I've seen a couple of situations that I've been observing when I'm, because we do a lot of relationship things on the show, and I hear women constantly saying, right, men are unemotionally attached, or men don't want to talk about the relationship problems, right? And men would get up and say, okay, well, it is what it is. Okay, that is, we're done. And we run from the fight. And women say that we are not taking their opinion seriously, right?
I usually don't. I'm sorry.
But what I'm saying, but that's running from the fight. That's running from the fight, because when a woman has a point to make to a man, right, whatever that is, we don't want to talk about it. So we running from the fight. We say, well, okay, I get it. It is what it is. I don't want to fight about it. Okay. But the woman do want to talk about it. She don't want to fight about it. So why do men feel the way they do about an emotional situation that a woman want to talk about? We think of us playing down the situation, not talking about it, that we're avoiding a fight. But what you're actually wind up doing, what's explained to me, is you're avoiding her, which becomes the fight.
Yeah, I'm avoiding you.
Right?
You're antagonizing. But, I don't know what you mean by that.
Because when a woman comes to you with a problem, right, and maybe y'all done covered it like 4 or 5 times, but if a woman continues to come to you, what I was told was that it's an unsolved situation that she wants to get resolved. She's looking for something. So instead of saying we don't need to talk about this, or I don't want to talk about this, or getting up walking away from it, you need to ask the woman, right, what is the problem? And most men, right, are afraid to sit down and have that conversation without arguing about it.
True.
They want to get defensive.
You know what I'm afraid of? She telling me, oh
no. No. But see, when it was addressed to me like that, I had to be real serious, ladies and gentlemen. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify. I had to be, because think about it. I don't want to fight. In my mind, I'm saying I don't want to fight with you because I know where this is going. What she's saying is, dude, I don't want to fight with you either, but I feel uneasy about the situation. And she is not articulating that to you. As the man, what I'm being told, if we are leaders, we should be able to sense that something is bothering her, and we need to ask her, what is bothering you?
You know what leaders usually do?
Lead.
Tuck that shit in and keep going.
No, leaders lead, bro. No, leaders lead.
Okay, but do the folks care about what the leader is going through?
No,
folks care about what the leader is going through?
Okay, so you're gonna hate me on this one here, bro, because I'm on the man's side because I'm that dude. But the women are right. We run from the fight.
Okay.
No, bro, I'm not trying to be passive. I'm not trying to be pessimistic here. I'm seriously. We actually know we avoid the conversation that we don't want to have because we think there's no end to it. Women have an end game. But whatever they keep, when an argument keeps coming up and this woman is staying with you, obviously there is something that she's craving from you that she needs to hear. This is what I was told. She needs to either hear or see from you.
What was that?
Oh, that's my phone.
Oh, you got gunshots for your notification?
No.
You about to trigger my fight or flight.
Well, damn, that is bad. So this is what I was told, right? That you need, at the end of the day, that we need to sit down. If you love the person and a woman wants to, because all of us listen to the show has been into a situation or a relationship where the same damn argument comes up.
Unfortunately.
Right. And it ends up the same way because we approach it the same way. Right.
Okay.
I'm not going to talk about this. I'm not going to do this right now. I'm not going to do this again. Baby, I love you. We're not going to do this. In our mind, right, we are avoiding a situation and saying, hey, I love you enough not to argue about this. Let's not do this. Let's talk about something else. And what she's hearing is what I've been told is, I don't give a damn what you're saying. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to talk about this with you. And you just deal with it. That's the way it comes across to her.
Oh, okay.
So it's going to continue to be a problem because she feel ignored. I don't like the way that sounds because for me, like I said, I'm that dude that sits back and say, it ain't no resolution to what the hell you saying because I'm not going to capitulate to what you want me to go do. MD said he disagrees.
And I'm with MD because for one thing, most women that say that crap, you're usually the one to egg on the argument. You're usually the one to be the problem.
But nephew, I'm going to have to battle with you here because I have an eye opener here.
Okay.
Right. I don't like what I'm about to say, but
say it. You don't hear it. You spokeswoman.
When we hear certain words come out of her mouth, we already have a formal opinion. Like, I'm not going to do this shit no more. That's it. I'm not doing it. I want to hear it because you know where it's going to go. But what I never have done in my 53 years of living, right? I have never said, why does she keep bringing this cash, this stuff to me? Why? Why is she keep bringing up the same thing? I never asked that question.
You didn't?
No. I never asked myself why. No, when I'm saying why, like not really questioning what is her problem that she got to keep questioning about it. It's something that she sees or feels that she needs an answer to. And I don't want to go through the conversation with her to find out what's bothering her. And that what ticks her off, what I had to really surmise from the way I feel about it. Right. Because I don't want to hear it. Right. So, and again, I don't like what the hell I'm saying. I don't, because it's BS to a point as a man listening to what I'm saying. But then when I sit down and think about it, when it was really, and I took my emotions and my ego out of it, I had to listen to what this woman was saying. She wasn't my woman, but she was explaining to me, like, when a woman is coming to you constantly about something, she could easily go somewhere else, but she's coming to you.
That's crazy. When it's addressed with her emotions and ego, we got to take ours out.
Okay. Sometimes you do, bro.
I mean, I will understand if both folks did.
Okay, but I'm saying, honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this shit.
Go ahead.
But
go ahead.
If you love a person, bro, you have to recognize, and this is what I believe I screwed up a lot of times in my relationship, America. I didn't realize that my ex-wives had a problem. I didn't care to know what their problem was. It wasn't big enough for me to sit there and discuss with them and go through the full conversation, no matter how unimportant or painful or uncomfortable it was. I didn't care to do the work with her. Okay. I would shut her down, right? And make up every excuse, use my manpower, and make her feel little to nothing, or what she was saying to make her feel that she was stupid or it was irrelevant.
God, and dog, you went that heavy into
bro,
it?
Most men do. Most men. That's
I don't know about that. If you got something against her, then all means.
No.
All means.
When a man don't want to talk about something, I'm being very honest today on Messy Monday, bro. When a man don't want to talk about something, we will make the woman you love feel like the most unimportant thing of what she said, that she's thinking twice about why she even came to you about it. That's what we do. We're very good at that. All men are. When we don't want to talk about something, we will flip that script around on a woman quick as hell and make her second guess, like, you know something, he may be right. And until she do, right, we keep coming. Boom, 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 boom. I don't want to. By the time, in about 10 or 15 minutes, she say, you know something, you're right, baby, it's okay. And then you have won. but you never have solved her problem. So she backs off of you, right? Because she loves you and she don't want to argue no more either. Because now you're making her feel like she is creating a problem towards you. And let's just be real. I'm being honest, ladies. Y'all share this video out here. That is our intent, to make you feel like you are creating a problem that don't need to be created. That's what men do. When we don't want to talk about something for real, and we don't want to go through your dissertation or whatever you're going through, we will make you think that it's your fault. You're causing these problems. And I'm going to come into every word, every angle that I know about you to make you feel like you're wrong. And then you're going to second guess yourself and you're going to say, you're right, honey. And you're going to put it to the side. But then the next time it's going to eat at you again. But then I'm going to come back with a stronger defense. And sooner or later, that leads to a breakdown in relationships. I'm just being honest, bro. So why do men run from fights?
You got it out, Derek Jackson.
Go ahead, bro.
All right. Well, Derek Jackson.
No, call me Joe Lockett. Derek Jackson. I ain't Derek Jackson, and Derek Jackson ain't Joe Lockett, motherfucker. Okay.
Oh my God, you want to be Joe Samuels?
No, I want to be Joe. No. Hey, who was saying stuff like that before me? Nobody. Come on now, don't do that.
All right, Joe.
Yes, sir.
Let's say the dude do that.
Mm-hmm.
Go through the time, figure it out, or try to figure it out. Hey, girl, what's going on? And she has this way in her heart. Mm-hmm. That she needs to get this out. She needs to be heard. Mm-hmm. Cool. Let's say y'all conversate about it. Mm-hmm. Now, I do agree. She'll keep bringing it up until she gets the answer that she wants. Mm-hmm. But you, as the guy, that's the trivia question. What is the answer that she wants? If when we do talk about it, it still keep getting brought back up. Mm-hmm. And then now we're asking the question, which you say you don't, but I think it's just the way. Now we're asking the question, well, then what is her problem? And how am I going to be able to solve it? Mm-hmm. If we have spoke about it, but it's still getting brought back up. So let's say hey, I don't know her that well. Let's be patient. Months and years go by and I'm dealing with her. Mm-hmm. This problem keeps coming back up, but I switch up on how I'm going to address it. Mm-hmm. Now, life is life, and so other problems come up too, but this is a consistent one. Mm-hmm. So I switch up how I address it. I want to make sure my girl is heard. I want to make sure she feels like her feelings is valid and wanted. Mm-hmm. But it's been 5 times now. And I know I done switched it up and I've been patient. But it's keep getting brought back up. Now, you're right. I still agree with you, even in this moment right here. She is looking for an answer from you to help her with her problem.
So why don't we do that?
Well, for the guy, he still asks the trivia question. How can I fix her problem?
If she knew that, she would already have told you the answer. She don't know the answer.
So now you have to figure it out.
So how do we do that, though?
You can't.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
Yes, we can.
No, you can't.
Bro, we got to be better. We you know, and I hate I'm being this guy today.
Go ahead, Jackson.
But bro, I'm being lucky. But we can't continue to lose good women, right? Or send women to the streets, or send your good woman to another man for answers, because we're too damn stubborn to have the true conversation with the woman that we love. I'm just being honest.
How many conversations is it until
it doesn't? But if damn, you get me.
I'm asking that.
No, because if I love you, bro, it's like you asking me that question, right? It's insidious, and the reason why I say this is because it's like, how long should you work with your baby to teach them to walk until they start walking? You see what I'm saying? So how long should you work?
At a point in time, you start checking on this baby.
No, bro. How long? If your kids don't walk at the right age, how long do you work with your kids till they start walking?
You keep going until they start walking.
So how long should you keep talking to your woman that you love till you figure her problem, until y'all figure out that problem? I mean, I hate that I'm saying this, and I don't know if I got the wherewithal or the skill set to do it. But honestly, when they would sit down and I listened and I took my ego out of this America, I had to think about it. When I was in argument with women that I love, it was about me. And it was about me winning. It was about me shutting you down because I didn't want to do the work with you. And that's the honest God truth. I had my thought pattern on it. I had my thought about it. And if you weren't going to capitulate to what the hell I wanted you to say, right, I was going to shut you down. And as a man, I'm going to be honest with you. Now I'm going to get back to Joe Lockett and the damn thing you can do about that. You see what I'm saying? And that's the way I am, bro. Real talk.
But
I'm that dude like.
But
okay,
from another dude's perspective to that,
go ahead.
I can't correlate to just trying to win because I didn't want the problem to begin with.
Right.
I just don't want another problem.
Right. But honestly, when we look at it, what they are saying, and I think I kind of glimpsed through this, Tam said, is they don't want to argue. It's not a problem, but it's a situation that they have. And we as men ignore their voice in our relationship.
Okay, but if I try to solve it, then you're going to be like, you can't solve everything.
To see, this is where we F up, bro. Real talk. We can't solve the problem. We need to talk about the problem and see how we need to be with this. Some things are not meant to be solved.
Okay, so be with this. So it's going to be another problem.
No, what I was told. Now, ladies, y'all let me know if I'm right or wrong here.
Or you going to just bring it back up?
No, but let me know if I'm right or wrong here, right? Okay, ladies and gentlemen. MD, I'm going to bring you in a minute, y'all. But I want to hear y'all tell me. Sometimes women don't want the solution. They just want you to hear them.
Okay.
And then they want to talk to you about what they feel about it. Sometimes they're not looking for you to have an answer or right or wrong or to say that you did this or I did this or I'm going to do better on this. Sometimes they just want you to hear them all the way through. So when it comes up again, there is a thought process that goes into what they see or what they feel or whatever that situation may be. It's not always an answer like I was thinking that they want from me.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So when, like I said, the female that I talked to, we have no relations. So I was able to listen to her. And she was like, yo, shut up and listen to what I'm saying. You're being combative.
But Joe, you do that. You be combative, period.
I do.
So it's kind of like a grain of salt at this one. You be combative, period.
Bro. But that's why I say I hate saying the shit that I'm saying right now. Because this is opposite of who I am. But when I know that, hey, I'm wrong, I'm that dude too. If I come at your ass strong and stand on business when I want to stand on business, I can come back and say, man, I screwed the hell up because, yeah, I did shut her down for a reason. Yeah, I didn't want to hear that. Yeah, I did this. Yeah, my black ass ran from a lot of fights that I did not want to be a part of. I didn't want to hear you, so I came at you, and I am a master at throwing this relationship stuff or words back at you, bruh.
That's dirty.
But I'm good at it.
That's dirty though.
Bruh, because know something, my whole thing at the end of the day, you're not going to make me do nothing I don't want to do. And if you don't like it, bounce.
But alrighty. But I go back to Joe Lockett.
Yeah.
And his mindset with stuff.
Yeah.
In the relationship sense, you kind of just don't want to add relationship problems to life problems too.
But bro, damn, you get on my nerves today.
I mean, go ahead, speak for the women.
Yeah, but I don't want to, because it makes me look bad. I don't want to throw my arguments out the window, but I got to today, bruh. But you know, if you like this woman, right, like you say you do, right. It's not about Joe, right? It's about y'all. And so if this woman is sitting in front of you when she could be sitting in front of somebody else, if she chose to, real talk, and she's come to you time and time again, and even if, especially this is what was told to me, and this is what really got my attention, nephew. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, listen up. If she's coming at you in a variable or a myriad of ways to try to figure out how to talk to you.
What you mean by that? Like different emotions and stuff like that?
She's coming to you like in a soft manner, or she's posing it in a question, or she was saying, can we talk? She's coming in a myriad of different ways, trying to see which way that she can talk to you about the situation. She ain't just trying to force it down your throat.
Okay.
But you see the play coming, regardless of how she coming.
Oh, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So you setting that itch down quick, fast in a hurry.
So
the problem ain't you. So exactly. So the problem ain't her now, right? The problem is me, because I don't want to go through this situation with the woman, and then I had to think about, okay, why didn't I want to go through this with Elisa, Sean, you know what I'm saying, and Cassandra, and you know what I'm saying? Why didn't I want to go through these conversations with her?
Because you know the last time you did that crap, she made it huge, and that was probably one of your biggest ones to date. And now you like, hold the hell up! I'm not gonna do this again. I'm not gonna fall for the bait again. Not again. Now that you did, I agree with you. They're gonna switch it up,
Right.
And when you fall for it, and then she get a response, a genuine response at that, that don't match with what she wants from you. Guess what that is? An argument. And now it's not just me posing the question, it's me bringing a different way to an argument. And now I have to know I don't want to be unhappy at home. What's the best way to not be unhappy? You start learning the freaking signs.
What's
and like I said, it be some words that be consistent.
Okay.
With how she switch up every last one of them.
Mother sucker, no, you're not gonna
it
get away
be
with
some
that.
words consistent.
No. You said how to be happy at home.
How to be happy.
So what do you do?
Be unhappy.
Wow.
Hey man, your happiness come last if she needs to get this off her chest. Absolutely last.
Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's leave some of these comments before I get into the show. Can a woman just listen and understand and not add anything? No, it's a conversation, Nate. I'm just kidding, but you want us to do that. Tam said, and you keep ignoring her. That makes it worse.
Everybody being ignored, Tams.
Yeah,
but we don't want to talk about it. Everybody being ignored, but okay.
That's not fair, lady. Tam said both men and women want to be heard and understood. Just sit down without arguing.
That's true. It sounds nice.
Happiness starts with self, nephew, says Aqua Woman.
You're right.
But you guys just
we ain't arguing.
Right now,
right.
we're talking about why do men run from fight? You're just locking into the Joe Lockett Show, right?
I knew this was gonna get us in trouble. That's why.
Hey, but I told you, man, the side of this I don't like, right? But if you're married to a woman or you're in a relationship with somebody, right? We tend to get locked into, as a man, our way. And women do too, but I'm just talking about the man right now. I don't want to get into it because I'm not a woman. I can only speak for myself.
Yeah.
And when it was presented to me by an unbiased person that I had no relationships with, I was sort of forced to listen. It was intriguing to me, right?
Okay.
Because when she broke it down to me, she was like, "Look at you now, right? You in battle mode, and I'm not even your woman. You're not even listening to what I'm saying." And when she said that to me, nephew,
yeah, you had to take yourself in.
That there was like, you know something. She said, so when you talking with when a woman says something to you that you don't want to hear, you straight go defensive, and you already is putting up this wall that's going to block her from being able to get to her point to you, which means you're leaving her out for Dexter St. John. Bruh,
She right.
Because what's she gonna do if she can't get to the man she loves? A woman can't tell her how to get to a man, so who can?
I got a question. No, and
I answer the question first.
No. I said you're right. Wait. What was the question?
The question is, if she can't get to you and she love you, get to her man that she loves. Another woman can't tell her how to get to her man. So what is she gonna do?
Find another man
to talk to about what?
Everything.
Y'all problem. And if that dude, if that dude is Dexter, he gonna give her the play and then the play.
Oh yeah, he finna play.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna give her the play and then the play. And how did she get in that situation?
A kid didn't play.
But how did she get in that situation with the dude?
It was the dude's fault.
It was our fault. Sometimes we send our women to the streets. And I was like, bruh, that's a double conundrum. I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Whoa, what just happened? Whoa, wow. Wait, whoa, damn. That's why? Ooh. Yeah. Bro, think about what I'm saying. Think about what I just said.
Oh, okay. I got you. But that's open up a can of worms. I could be petty and just make some other shit. But
go ahead.
I want to know where we going.
No, we're going there because I think men need to take heed when you got a good woman, right? And she's coming at you. Sometimes that good woman is not coming at you because she wants to argue. That good woman is coming at you because there is an issue she's having, and whatever good, bad, or ugly, you need to sit down and go through whatever that is, whether it's counseling or long conversation or multiple conversations until y'all get to the end of it to where she's happy with whatever the end game is.
Well, this is why I'm single.
But,
Thank you, Lord.
but am I wrong though? Because if you don't, she's going to continue coming, or you're going to shut her down and you're going to shut a part of her down, which is going to shut a part of herself down from you, or she's going to get it from somebody else.
Everybody going to be shut down a little bit.
Come on, dog. That's
everybody gonna be shut down a little bit.
Think we won't go anywhere.
No, I won't be that naive. Y'all will go somewhere.
I think I'm
y'all will go somewhere.
Yes, she needs you to hear.
Well, maybe the older
understand.
crowd.
It goes back to empty, and so that's what I'm saying. I think us as men, right? We run away because, and I think Tam probably said the best. We don't think you're gonna go anywhere. But I'm of the mind that you will.
The older crowd, I can't condition myself to think that.
Okay.
Not my age group.
Right.
And that's what was split off right there.
Okay.
I cannot condition myself to think even if I'm doing everything right, you ain't gonna leave.
Okay.
But for the older crowd, you are right. Because if you've been with them for some years and they've been rehabbing this crap to you, then the dude probably thinking I got you trained.
Okay, I'm gonna bring MD on the show because he been disagreeing like a mug, and I'm getting sick and tired of his ass. So let me.
I mean, you the mouthpiece right now. You probably ain't as sick and tired as you think.
I'm gonna let him cook now because he's gonna come with some BS. I know it. What's up, MD? MD, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah. I know you finna come with some BS. What you finna come with, Usher?
Go ahead and cook, MD.
Go ahead, Usher.
So, men do not run from these conversations. Males run away from these conversations.
Oh, he go with this
Wait a
drink
minute.
shit.
Wait a minute.
Wordplay.
Hold on, check it out. Males who aren't emotionally intelligent enough to handle. Hold on. Males who are not emotionally intelligent and cannot handle an adult conversation run away from these type of conversations.
No, he didn't come in and Drake us. No, this mother sucker didn't come in and Drake us.
Oh, let him cook. Let him cook.
The reason that women keep asking the same, huh?
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. My bad.
The reason that women keep asking the same question over and over because she know that you fed her some bullshit the first time.
True.
But she's waiting on you to answer it like a man.
Okay. I can see that. So what do you say? What do you say to men though that don't, or how you say the men in the male? Well, what did he say? He said men, boys to men, or he said male to men? He said male.
No. He said men don't do it. Males do.
Okay, so,
males that's not emotionally intelligent.
Okay, so he did the wordplay on the M word. He did male and men. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he put an A instead of an E.
Okay, put A instead of E. Gotcha. Okay, so what do you say to the males?
That's too much woman for you. Leave her alone.
What's that? What if that's your wife?
If you can't have an adult conversation like a man, and if your knee-jerk reaction is to catch an attitude so that you don't have to have an adult conversation, then she's too much woman for you. Leave her alone.
Okay, so are you a male that can't have an intelligent, or if it's not emotionally intelligent? If you do have that type of conversation and then it's still getting brought back up?
No, what I'm saying, men who aren't emotionally intelligent don't run from
This not a person running. I'm saying when you do everything you said and it still get brought up, is he not emotionally intelligent? Because I'm with you all day. A person is not emotionally intelligent. Their first thing to do is to assume and then act on that. But what for the folks that do go through it with their women and women that go through it with their man and it still get brought back up? Because that happens.
Like I said, if she's bringing it back, you know that you fed her some bullshit.
What if she interpreting that as BS, but it was really your opinion? It was really how you felt. Is it just still getting wrote off as BS?
No, because a woman knows when women know when you're being sincere, and women know when you're telling.
I mean, you know plenty of times because you deal with women when you're being sincere, that ain't always clear.
But listen to what I'm saying. Women know when you're being sincere, and they know when you're telling the truth. If she knows you're being sincere and she knows you're telling the truth, you're not going to hear that question again.
No, you just hear it phrased different.
You're only going to hear that question again when she knows you're bullshitting.
I don't fully agree with that.
I hate to say, but I do agree with MD.
Ladies, am I right?
I hate to do this, but I'm gonna agree with MD because I think what you're talking about, nephew, is a woman who's looking to argue, but a woman who's looking for a solution. MD, I believe, is right because she is looking for to be heard, and I agree with everybody in the chat that, and like I said, I hate on saying this shit, but.
It's how you feel. It's how you feel, Joe.
I don't quite feel it. I don't quite feel it, but I understand it. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
No, I don't quite feel it, but I understand it, right? Like when a man truly loves a woman truly loves a man, she would take him at his word if she knows that's him. But if she feels that at the end of the day that he's feeding her a line, she wants, hey, just tell me the truth and let me make my own decisions from there. But don't lie to me or run from me. And a lot of times as men, we do that, bro. Okay. For whatever reason that we have, that we don't want to talk to you about it, we can't. And I think a lot of times, and let's just be real, sometimes the problem that the woman is coming to the man with, I don't have the answer to. Or I don't know when it's going to change. You know what I'm saying? Or how are we going to get to the end of the road with that with us, right? And so I don't want to talk about it. And so I would deflect. Make it your situation until I come back with the answer. And that's what us men, we all, MD, me, you, every man on this chat, we're guilty of that shit. Seriously. Let's just be real.
Guilty of what?
We're guilty of deflecting.
Oh, I be yo, boy, you know I'm a soccer player with that.
If we don't have the answers to something, even though if you're a man or a male, at sometimes our ego takes over and we don't tell the woman the truth. We'll delay it. We will come back and throw it in their face, or you know what I'm saying, we'll come up with some kind of way not to talk about it because we believe that we should have the answer. But MD, would you agree with this here now? That ladies, now I got to ask you ladies a question. When you see your man is backed into a wall and you know that he's a good man, but he don't have the answer right now, should you back off?
No, you got to figure it out. That's the job.
Yep. What do you say, MD?
I say now there are going to be times where you can't give an answer. So, like, just be a man. Say, hey, I don't know how to answer this right now. Give me some time, and let's pick this up in like either an hour or so, or let's pick this up again tomorrow.
But okay, but MD,
away now.
But MD, come on now.
That's running away now.
Come on, bro. How many of us do that? That'd
be my go-to.
How many of us, with a woman that we love, we've been with for some years, got that kind of wherewithal? Hey, bro, you got an echo in the background. You got us on the speaker?
Hey, turn us down back there.
Hey, whatever you got us on the echo because it's echoing back this way. That's on your side. Okay, that's the speaker.
Okay,
yeah.
Bet.
You know,
that'd be my go-to.
I think a lot of times, bro, you know that when a woman see that her man don't have the answer, I think sometimes she got to have the wherewithal too, not to press.
I also ain't. I'll be vulnerable. I also ain't met them type of women where if you can intelligently, emotionally wise, actually address the issue
Mhm.
and it be sorted out.
Mhm.
I haven't met that one yet, so I'll be vulnerable on my end. When I went and tried to do it, it just kept popping back up. So, and that usually be my go-to. Be like, hey, I ain't got the answer for it now. Can we rain check this? I don't want to get there if it don't need to be. But if
and there's nothing wrong with that. But if she recognizes that you're being evasive, she's going to push the issue.
but my evasiveness is because I don't know the answer, and a lot of them would be offended.
No. There's a difference of not knowing the answer and being evasive. Evasive means you're running from the conversation. There's nothing wrong with not knowing the answer at that time.
Okay, so what do I do in the conversation when I'm met to give an answer?
Sometimes people just need time to hear their own thoughts or collect their own thoughts, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So we take a break from it, or we just collecting thoughts in the middle of the conversation? I'm asking at this point. I ain't even trying to.
Okay, we bringing in Miss Hanson. I invited a couple people. So
You're taking a break so you're taking a break so you can gather your thoughts and answer her correctly.
welcome
Because
to the
again, if she know you feeding her, some bullshit, she's gonna ask you the same question over and in turn, that's gonna irritate you, and in turn, that's gonna turn into an argument.
Okay, so,
You're going to make it an argument so that she can leave you alone.
all right, appreciate that, MD. We got Miss Hanson, we got Towns, and we got Aqua Woman. Welcome to the show, Miss Hanson. How you doing? Talk to me.
Well, I think that MD is on point with regards to women, just like men. You can sense when it's not real. You can sense that. So I think, but I also think that with age comes wisdom and patience. And I do think that if you have to table a conversation, it's different than not wanting to answer it all together. I think sometimes men have a different, well, I know that men have a different bandwidth when it comes to communication. Most men, you're a communicator, so that may not be for you, but most men they just don't want to have to go over things because they feel like they're being questioned. So for me, because Mama has lived and I've been in several relationships, what I've had to learn to do was say what I have to say, ask what I have to ask, and then stop and listen. But I always say what I have to say, right? But again, to MD's point, if you can't answer her question in an emotionally intelligent way, then she's too much woman for you. And I believe that wholeheartedly. And again, that applies to both sexes. But I think the reason we're talking about gender right now is because men communicate differently than women. That's why we're talking about males and men as opposed to women, because we love to communicate. That's what we do. That's how we express ourselves. So we're not all women. There are women on this chat that aren't huge communicators, but most of us are very good at communicating and using words to express ourselves. That's not always how men are socialized. So when we ask them questions and they don't answer, there's two reasons. One, they don't have the bandwidth to communicate, or two, they're being elusive. They're hiding something. A good woman can tell if her man is not being honest or truthful, or if he clearly isn't a good communicator. You have to know the difference, and you have to be patient with the man that isn't a good communicator. He might not have the words, or he might get very aggressive. Like Joe, you and I have been on the phone. I've said something to you.
Joe is naturally aggressive. That boy naturally aggressive.
Cancer, and that's how he communicates.
Right.
And I like that. The man that I'm marrying is very, very laid back. He says a couple of things. If he doesn't have the answer, he'll be like, let's talk about it tomorrow. And I'll be like, all right, cool. Because I know that communication-wise, I run circles around him.
Gotcha.
You know, like he says to me all the time, like, you have the ability to express yourself in a way I could never. So he gets frustrated when he doesn't have the words to express themselves. It's not that he doesn't want to. So you
Gotcha.
know the difference between someone lying and it's someone not having the vocabulary or the way, the verbiage to
Gotcha.
express themselves. Especially me, because I'm on a whole nother level with it, right?
Uh-huh.
So for him, he's a country boy. He says a couple of things. He's more of a doer.
Mm-hmm.
So when I started a conversation, he's like, could we talk about this tomorrow? And I'm like, at first I was like, no, I want to talk about it now.
Right.
But after
Good
learning
Lord.
him, because we got to learn people, I'm like, yes, we can talk about it tomorrow. And then he sits with his thoughts. And then the next day, he's like, you know, when you said X, Y, and Z, I'm like, oh, but that takes, I was saying in my comments to nephew, when he says he doesn't meet women like that, that takes a woman who has lived and has learned to communicate.
Right.
And it's a skill.
Gotcha.
Communicating effectively
Uh-huh.
is a skill.
Gotcha.
And a woman is not going to forget it either.
Okay.
A woman, when
Welcome to the show, Tams.
Something and they want to talk about something.
Welcome to the
they're
show.
not
Welcome to
going
the
forget about it.
welcome to the
So-
show, Tams.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, guys. So ignoring the situation is only going to make it worse for the woman, because the woman, in my opinion, sits in her feelings. And to me, if I don't like going to bed angry.
Mm-hmm.
But I do understand that a man may need to have a day to think about their feelings, like Miss Hanson said.
Right.
But we're not going to forget about it.
Right.
So for a man to ignore a woman's feelings, that shouldn't happen. Don't sugarcoat the situation either.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Because we can tell when you're not being truthful enough for us, if you're just kind of skirting around the topic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we can tell that.
Right.
Well, that's why I practice my lies. I'm be trying to see if she believe it.
What the hell did you just say?
Well, that's how you get it off right now.
He said that's why he practice. That's how he practice his lies.
What? See if she believe. Oh, she got that? All right, bet.
Wow.
Pull that back out.
Aquawoman.
Women is we ask questions, but we already know the answer.
Now see, that's where you're gonna get in trouble, Miss Hanson. Miss Hanson, stop with the shit. Stop with the shit.
Let her cook. Let her cook.
We need to get the other computer hooked up.
We do.
So before we ask the question, we know the answer and we know if we're going to stay or not. We know.
No, you don't. No,
Okay.
you don't. No, you don't.
Most of the time,
No, you don't.
when we need to.
No, you don't.
No,
All right.
and
No, you
women
don't.
are great investigators. We are awesome detectives.
No, you're not. No, you're not.
Oh, yes,
No, you're not.
Y'all look up
Okay,
after the fact.
ladies, hold on. Ladies, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna answer your question. I'm gonna get Aquawoman here. Okay, I'm gonna tell you why y'all lying. Both of y'all are lying. Okay,
Get
I'm
'em,
gonna
Joe.
shut both of y'all down. Let me cook for a second.
Yeah,
Because if you was great investigators, right, you would have found out I wasn't shit in the beginning before you start dealing with me.
Amen.
So you're not great. You're great investigators after the. Hold on. You're great investigators after the fact.
Get them, Joe.
After the fact.
We didn't Google you. You
Well,
said
if you Googled me, you wouldn't have fooled with me.
Mm.
that's not true.
Well, you thought you were gonna change me?
Oh wait, so you knew before?
You knew I wasn't shit, and you still dealt with me?
Change you.
Joe, see how you get so indignant so fast? You get so indignant and you generalize things and it's
Wow. And they haven't been generalizing stuff on here. But go ahead.
Yeah, you have to generalize. I tell you that all the time. You put all women in one category and all men in
Wow.
one category. And
They was okay when I put all the men in the
Hey,
category.
because we animal.
Hold on.
We just
Y'all was
males.
okay when I just put all these men in the category,
We
y'all.
just males.
Hold
Now.
on. Y'all was okay when I was going against the men.
to have a conversation, I always preface with some or many.
Yeah,
Well,
but y'all was
Hold
okay.
on. Miss Hanson did. 'Cause
She did,
When
she did,
she
she
was
did.
talking about
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
she did say some. She did say some. I give Miss Hanson
I
that.
would say some or many, but I want to give women a chance. But I want to say this to you, Joe.
Yes, ma'am.
When we talk about investigating, when we meet someone,
Why?
Because some people appear one way on paper, but they may be decent human beings.
But do your
Maybe
investigation.
They went to jail for 12 years for a murder, but you murdered someone who murdered your brother. And you can't judge somebody on paper. You have to learn them. You have to get to know a human being. Now, with that said,
So that ain't investigating then.
He's still a killer.
Once you're a man and we're good, now I'm gonna find out stupid things. We're talking. Tam and I are talking about when we ask you a question, we already know the answer because we know how to explore the answer, and then we decide if before asking the question, we already know if we're going to stay with you or not. Is my point.
Okay, so okay, hold your point. So if you know if you're going to stay with me or not, why the hell do you stay? Why don't you just leave?
Because I want to stay. I can do what I want to do.
No, but see what you're saying. Okay, so what you're saying is a double conundrum here, right? Because you're saying if you give me the right answer, even though I know you're lying, I'll stay or I'll leave. So that means you don't. But hold on, Ms. Hanson.
If you're going to be honest, whether I know the answer.
Hey, whoever that is on your end,
do me a favor.
Mute your phone.
If you're not speaking, please mute your phone.
Background. So I know the answer. This is not something major, right? This
is
not like you have a different identity and I'm staying. This is something like, yo, you told me you and your boys went to Cheesecake Factory, but you went to Rachel's. Yeah.
So why would you stay?
Rachel's a strip club, which is fine with me. But I'm just saying you went to Rachel's, but you told me I went to Cheesecake Factory. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you that we went to Rachel's. We had a good time. All right, cool. That's the type of little stuff I want to see if he's going to be honest about. I'm not from big things.
Okay.
So anyways, my point is men and women communicate differently.
Gotcha.
Just be straight up with your partner and be patient with the response because men respond.
Okay, so
women.
let's do this. Hey, y'all ladies, everybody hold tight because Aquawoman haven't had a word in. Welcome to the show, Aquawoman. Talk to me.
Hello, everyone.
Thank you for your patience.
Hello.
Yeah, you live. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So I can only base my response off of my experience. I've been married, and my ex-husband, and I were very different people. I'm a communicator. He wasn't a communicator, and he was very aggressive. So when we would have the talk, he would just kind of shut down, shut me out. And I do agree with women and say it to table the conversation. But I think for my ex-husband, when we tabled the conversation, it's like, oh, just forget about it. But the problem doesn't go away. So men do communicate very differently. And I think for us, in our situation, it really destroyed our relationship. And so like now that we've been apart for almost 2 years, but me, I'm so far removed from that because I've been there. I know what that's about. So I can just only encourage men to just listen, just hear your woman out. And even if you do have to table the conversation, I think it's important for men to approach the woman because, I mean, if you don't, you really kind of validate how she's feeling. He doesn't care. He doesn't want to hear it. So
what you mean by approach the woman?
That's all I can say based on my experience, but it really takes both partners really communicating and understanding and having empathy. You don't have to have an answer, but just empathize with one another.
Okay, so can we explore this, ladies? We have Aqua, and we have Towns with the Yams in the building. We have the beautiful Miss Hanson about to get married. We have the one and only MD that's joining the show. And of course, you got your nephew and your boy Joe Lockett on the Joe Lockett Show. And we're talking about why do men run from a fight? And ladies, y'all have brought up very valid points. MD has smoothed the audience over with his charisma. I got it. And I'm sort of siding with MD today. I don't know why,
man,
but
he's trying to get his hotline blinking.
I know, right? He's trying to get his red box going on. I ain't mad. He's
trying to get Kiki to love him.
Yeah. Kiki, but anyway, with all that being said, y'all, you guys locked into your favorite eating right, the Joe Lockett Show. Thanks for tuning in. I got to ask y'all this question, ladies, on the show today. Okay, so Aquaman, I really want to go to you because you said that you've been in this situation and you was married before. What could, if I was your husband and we was going through this together? Everybody else, please mute their phone if you're not Aquawoman. Okay.
I think that's her end.
Okay. I don't know. Aquawoman, do you have your microphone on your shirt or something? Because it's creating.
Actually outside of a restaurant, so.
Oh, okay. Oh, wow. I appreciate you. It's probably the wind. That's what it is.
Tell them to follow us.
Real quick, so thank you so much. But real quick, okay, I'm actually gonna let you get back into the restaurant. What could, if I was your husband, what could I have done better to communicate with you?
First of all, if you were my husband, you would have to humble yourself, Joe. Because you're kind of aggressive. You kind of remind me of my ex-husband in a way.
Okay.
But you have to be humble.
Humble.
I think you have to start there when you have the attitude that you have. You have to humble yourself. You have to listen. So, I mean, for my ex, he was very aggressive, didn't want to communicate. It's like he just wanted to sweep it under the rug. And his way was the right way.
Yeah.
And when you have that type of mentality, I mean, like, there's nothing you can fix when you encounter someone with that type of attitude.
True.
So I would say humble yourself first.
Okay.
And maybe surround yourself around men who think differently than you do. So I don't know how to teach the man.
Don't take it personal, sir.
No, but Aquawoman, can I talk to you? Can I talk to you, Aquawoman? Because you're talking to me and your ex-husband, okay? Can I talk to you? Okay. So I'm gonna help you out with this. What you see right now is not against you, but what makes me, right? So if I humble myself in everything else that I'm doing. And I don't know how to be anything else. I need to find a compromise, and I need you to help me find that compromise, because this is what got me here, right? That's what got me you. If I change any of that for what we need for us, I feel I lose a piece of myself, and I don't know how to go into the world and be anything else.
Wouldn't have been attractive.
Yeah. But hold on. But go ahead. I'm telling y'all what I feel as a man.
No, it's your right. So I want to say that I agree with you 100% because you and I have similar personalities. So I'll say that you are right. So your person, whether you're dating her now or in the future, is going to have to accept you for exactly who you are and be the opposite. So my person is the opposite of me. So my person always like, oh, LaShawn, you scare me. Oh, LaShawn, you a lot. Or people are like, oh, you marrying her? You sure you want to do that? And he's like, I love her. But he's so much different than me. And he has never asked me to change. He's never said, you have to pipe down. You got too much opinion. You too strong. He's never done that. And that's how I know he's my person. I don't know any other way to be but me. It works for me, right? I'm successful. I make 6 figures. It works for me. But with that, doesn't mean I'm perfect.
But we can,
I'm perfect for him.
Right.
I'm perfect for him. But you and I would kill each other.
Yeah.
So you have to go with someone who's perfect for you. But I understand what Aquawoman is saying in that you are very confident, you're successful, you're opinionated, and those are all dope qualities that a lot of people don't have the courage to do. That's what makes you you. The person you choose has to be the yin to your yang. And I found that, and a lot of people find that, and that's why you have to be equally yoked and find somebody that does not say to you, you're too much. Because if you're too much for them. You're not too much for them.
Okay, got a question though. Okay, Miss Hanson and Aquawoman and Tams, I got a question. What if the woman is in love with me, but she don't know how to communicate with me, and I can't change because I'm that person? What do Aquawoman do?
Okay, so for me in that situation with my ex-husband, I mean, I tried to communicate with him, but it was almost like walking on eggshells.
Yes,
with
it
this
is.
man.
Yes, because I'm going to explode.
It was very difficult
because I'm going to attack you.
with someone who was was rough around the edges.
Because I'm gonna
like
attack
that.
you. Yeah.
And I did suggest marriage counseling.
It wouldn't help.
But he didn't want anybody telling him.
You can't tell me what to do.
Or how to
Yeah.
be in his relationship.
Mhm.
So
If I can't talk to you, what the hell is a counselor gonna tell me to do? I need to. If we can't talk about it, they can't tell me. I got it.
The other thing is that we're all born with personality traits. So I have a master's degree in social work, and so what I've learned is that depression can be settled. There are things that can be handled through through therapy, but personalities are yours. They're your own.
Mhm.
And as much as you work on them and seek therapy for individual enlightenment, it's still your personality. You're born with a temperament. Some babies cry all the time, and you're like, why is that baby crying and the other baby isn't? Because you've come to this world with a temperament. I have a very strong temperament, a very defined temperament, and so I'm aware. It would frustrate me if I fell in love with someone who wasn't wholeheartedly in love with my temperament. That would frustrate me. It wouldn't work. So you just have to be with the person that says, I love all of you, and even when you annoy me, I love that too. That's the only way for personalities to work, because personalities cannot be changed. They're personalities, and you can look in the DSM. And what I'm saying is factual. Like, I'm not making it up. It's what I have, 2 degrees in. Personalities are traits. You can change them through self-enlightenment, meditation, addressing your trauma. But who you are at your core is who you are at your core. And if you are going to marry someone and think, I love her, she's got the best since whatever, and I'm going to change for her, you're not. Because who you are will always show up in the end.
Got a question, Ms. Hanson, with the degrees. I gotta ask this: how would you deal with you being a strong personality? How would you deal with somebody that's a little bit more indifferent, or let's say a lot more careless or carefree?
Well, I have employees under me, so professionally I have to deal with that every day. People that don't meet their outcomes.
As your partner, though?
And things of that nature in work, so I have to deal with that professionally. Personally, it's caused a couple divorces, but that's because I wasn't honest. I thought that I could change myself for them. I thought that I could humble myself for them. I thought that I could stop being me for them. When I started saying up front, this is who I am, love me, or leave me alone, that's when I started meeting men who were like, with you, I'm not going nowhere. You're not going to scare me off, but you have to really know who you are. That's not saying you don't compromise. That's not saying that sometimes I don't bite the bullet or bite my tongue. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that they know that if they do something, I'm going to turn up. And they should know that in the beginning, not when they fall in love with you, because that's unfair to the person. And I think sometimes our representative shows up. Mine, I don't even bring out. I'm like, this is who I am. This is what I expect. Can you do that or not? A man that likes me will say yes, and that's why I'm getting married again. So this is the 3rd time. So obviously there's something right, because they keep proposing. I'm not proposing to myself. But I've learned a lot through the other marriages. Don't fake the funk. Be who you are, and the person that wants to be with you will ask for your hand in marriage.
Well, Ms. Hanson, I got to ask you this question, though.
Okay.
Can I ask you this question, right? You said this is your 3rd marriage, right?
Yeah.
Do you think, honestly, who you are as a person, you are ready to be married, number one? And are you wifey material? Or are you but hold on. Okay, when I'm saying this, I'm not saying that you can't be a wife, but are you really ready to be a wife that a man need you to be, and losing some of yourself? Because one thing, like you said, you and I both have strong personalities, and one thing that I do realize about myself right now, I'm not ready to be a husband, because I feel that I will lose the edge of what it is, what I'm doing now, to be that guy. So I know I'm not ready to be a husband. I'm asking. We have.
And I talk to God a lot,
Mhm.
and I struggle. That's something I struggle with. That's a challenge. The one thing I did do this time around is I met somebody that's like, do you want to be on social media? Do you want to dress sexy? Do you want to go out with the girls? Do you? I didn't have that before. You know what I mean? Before it was like, you're doing too much.
But is that what? Okay, but for us, okay, for people that are listening and can read in between the lines and know your characteristics and mine, right? Okay, just being real, and respect to your fiance. Okay, let's be real. There's a beast inside of you, Miss Hanson. There's a beast inside of Joe Lockett. So, and I'm being honest, okay? Seriously, I'm being very, very open right here. Is that going to be enough for us, for you? Are you going to take him through the ringer, and when it get to the point where it's not enough, you're going to release another level? Because there are multiple levels to a person like you and me, and we both know what we're talking about here, right? Don't have to say it, right? So it's tameable now because it's fun, it's cool, it's different. But that's what we got in the last relationship, Miss Hampton.
And you know this too, because we talked.
Right.
I left the situation because I felt like those are some reservations I right? Like,
Okay.
I'm nothing if not honest. So I left the situation alone.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, let me figure this out or whatever. And then I was honest when he came back and asked for my hand in marriage. I'm like, look, and he might be listening. I don't know. We're tight,
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, that's what I'm gonna say. Respect to him.
Because he listens, yeah. But I left the situation saying, I want you to understand that I'm a vibrant, vivacious woman who cooks and cleans and wants to do all those things for you. But I want to go out. I want to have fun. I want to do me. And he's like, I want that for you. He was like, you're safe to do that with me. So that's why you see me still on social media and still out with the girls and still because he provides that space.
But Ms. Hanson, can I
those things?
But Ms. Hanson, can I say this to you, okay? And this is from two similar personalities. Make sure you are loving him because he loves you. No. More than you're loving what you think you need to be for yourself.
I'm confused. What do you mean by that?
What do you mean?
I know what he means by that because you don't care if I jump in on that.
Go ahead, Ms. Tams.
That is to me like I'm not here to change a man. I'm here for your type of personality. Okay. Compromise, not going to change you. Be empathetic. You have a strong personality, right?
Right.
Okay. So you're grinning, so you just.
No, I'm laughing. No, I'm laughing at nephew over here. But go ahead. I'm listening to you, Miss Tams. Go ahead.
I'm not Miss Hanson. I'm Tams.
To Tams, I'm laughing. I'm laughing at nephew over here. But go ahead.
So, you and Miss Hanson have the strong personality, is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
The similar personalities,
Mhm.
correct?
Yes.
So, I think what Joe's trying to say, Miss Hanson, is love yourself. Do you love yourself more than, or can you love yourself more than you have love for the man? Is that what you're trying to say, Joe? To be a wife, can you give up certain things? Is that what you're trying to say?
Can I sacrifice?
I think she can sacrifice. I don't think that's the problem for her.
Yeah, I didn't get that from that.
Yeah, no, I don't think she can.
Myself, right? But I mean, there are sacrifices you make. I just met a man that doesn't ask those things of me.
Are you saying that she don't need to neglect him in a way? Is that where you're going with it?
Is that what you're asking, Joe? Does she, with two strong? He paused the podcast. He did pause. Yeah.
No, I hear you guys.
Yeah, he here.
I hear you guys.
Like when I was with my ex-husband, I never tried to change him, but I think what I wanted him to understand is if you love me, there are certain things that you're not going to say or do to me. That's what I think the most important part. But to change him, I never wanted to change him because he openly admitted to me that he didn't want to lose that edge. And I can respect that because he's a man and that is kind of how I see men. But I mean, when you love a person, you're not going to say or do things to hurt them. That was my whole point.
Yeah. Right. I think that's
to change I've been in a relationship a few years back Was a very strong, dominant male.
Mhm.
And as for me as a woman, and I hate this word, but I'm going to say it. I'm more of a submissive female. I am a strong female. I do have a strong personality, but I do know my role when it comes with being with a dominant male, stronger personality than I have. So I know when to scale back and let the male have the stronger say in the relationship, so to speak. Does that make sense, Ms. Hanson?
Yeah, I think it doesn't have to be one or the other. I think it could be equal. The person that you're with, you have to. Yeah, it has to make sense. They have to complete you and you complete them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There has to be a balance, a yin and a yang. That's why it's there. I don't think, like I said, Joe asked the question, and some people were like, "Oh, I need you to be a supervisor at work and whatever." But Joe asked the question, "How do I deal with different personalities?" I use the example that I supervise 30 people to say that you have to learn a lot of different personalities. So you have to scale back some. With that said, when you come home, you shouldn't have to deal with all that. So just be with the person that accepts you for who you are is the bottom line. Don't try to go into a situation and try to change yourself. It's not going to work. You're going to disappoint them, but at the end of the day, you're going to disappoint you more. You're going to disappoint you more. And I had that conversation with my fiance now. We'll be married in, less than a month. May 18th. I had that conversation with him. It's like, I want to stay on social media. I want to go out with the girls. I still want to dress up too. And he said, I love all those things about you. That's what I want you to do too. So if that's what he wants me to do, I'll continue to do it. But do I still come home and make sure his stuff is pressed and make sure the food is done? Of course. But I don't want to lose me because I love him. I can't. I can't do it again. I'm not going to do it again. I don't have to do it again.
Well, what I would say for you, Ms. Hanson, is this: like I said, only we know us. And it comes a time when you have to get enough of yourself where you have lived your life and understand that this is the person I want to be with. And there is a sacrifice that you and I will have to take at some point in time. And I would say for you, hopefully, that this man that you're going to marry this time, you're willing to take that sacrifice and not feel like you're sacrificing yourself. That's my prayer and wish for you. And you know what I'm talking about. People like us, you understand that part. That's very tough for people to understand, but there's a sacrifice that you would take for a person, right? And you don't mind taking it for that person, and it don't feel like a sacrifice. All the other people that you were with, that was a sacrifice you was taking, and you felt like it was killing you. I get it. Yes, yes. I trust me. Like I said, we birds of a feather. I get it. That's why I was saying to you, are you sure, right? That and due respects to your fiance, if he's listening, love you, big dog. Make sure y'all have that conversation. Best and worst days, what that looks like for y'all. And I wish y'all nothing but the best.
Simply said to him, what are your reservations? He asked me what are mine, and mine were I don't want to lose myself. I still want to feel like a woman 1st. And then he gave me his reservation. So I think that's the beautiful thing is that we're going in eyes open.
So Tams and Aqua. Okay. So Tams and Aquawoman, I want to say this, and congratulations to Ms. Hanson and her soon-to-be husband. What do y'all say for men that don't listen in relationships for an argument? We run. What would y'all want to see from us?
Because I ain't ready.
Tams, you can go first.
To a man
Who runs from if you're in a marriage or you're in a relationship with a man that's your boyfriend, right? And y'all can't seem to have that conversation, right? But you love him, but you know he's not that guy. What would you say to him, or what would you say to men that are listening? How do a non-communicative guy talk to a woman who want to communicate? What would you want to see from him?
What do you mean? Oh, you mean not that communication?
Yeah, like if you're dating a guy, that's your boyfriend, right? Or that's your husband. But you got an issue. You love him, right? You don't want to talk to another guy about it. What would you say to him that he needs to try to do so he can communicate better with you? Because sometimes we look at women that we're in love with as people that are nagging us, or we are avoiding the conversation, so we're running. So how do we? The purpose of the show is how do we avoid the non-conversation, right? The man running from the woman that he loved, right? That sounds crazy as hell, but that's what men do when they love somebody.
It get programmed early.
But it does.
It get programmed really, really early.
Right. So what do men? What would Tam say to me if I was a man that she was married to, or I was her boyfriend? What would you say to that guy? How would you communicate with me when I don't communicate like that? How do we fix that?
Well, that's a process.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a long process. It's not something that's going to happen overnight.
How you introduce it?
Something that's going to happen in 30, 60, 90 days.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to get to know somebody, and you have to be empathetic to how they communicate, period.
Mm-hmm.
It's and even when you're married, I mean, I was married for 15 years. I'm not saying that then you just have to learn your person. My husband was communicated differently with me, and I had to learn how to back off from him when I wanted to talk about something. Say, for instance, if he dropped his cell phone and broke it, and I knew that was something that irritated him so bad. I saw the anger, but I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to fix the problem. I wanted to do this. I wanted to be the woman that comes in or do whatever, and he wanted to take a moment and figure out, and whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a cell phone. It could be life in general. It could be one of the kids. It could be whatever. You have to learn your person. You can't just take it as everything is going to be fixed in 30 minutes. Everything is going to be fixed in that day. It may not be. You have to learn this thing over time.
Right.
And if you get to know your person and you get engaged and you marry the person and you say yes to each other going down, it's not going to be a bed of roses. Even being married, you're still going to have conflict. You're still, just because you marry this person doesn't mean that you're not going to have issues, that you're not going to have communication issues. You're always going to have communication issues. You're always going to have to be learning how to solve your communication issues, no matter what they are, how small they are, how big they are, it may not matter to you what I'm feeling, and it may not matter to me what you're feeling. We have to learn each other, but what I think men and women have to do is they have to learn how to step back, be quiet, and listen to the person that's talking.
Okay, good points. Go ahead, nephew.
So how do you introduce it?
It's not something that, I don't think it's something that you introduce. I think it's something that happens over the course of a relationship, and something you just don't sit down and have the conversation. Okay, well, this is how we're going to resolve conflict when it comes up.
Well, that's we don't take it as literal when I say introduce it. But there's ways, I feel like there's ways that you can introduce new things to people that are not used to or don't use that type of muscle in order for them to build it. So like, say for instance, if I'm dealing with my girl and she's not the type of person that likes to do new things, but she's only not that type of person, I know, because she told me that she's only that type of person because she's afraid to do new things. Okay. So you don't really, in my mind, I'm be taking that, well, you don't know unless you try. So how I would introduce that to a girl that's scared to try new things is to incorporate something new with something she knows. To incorporate something new, and like you said, it's a process, in ways where she can digest it, and now she wants to crave it, or now she has more of a curiosity or a feeling towards it, and it's not so much of what she been feeling towards the problem. It's more of how am I going to how am I going to approach it to solve it for me. And you can do that with people by incorporating it in ways that they're able to handle it. So if I'm going against with somebody like a Joe, a strong personality type, if I'm introducing something that I need for him to understand with me, what I like to do is put it in a ball court where Joe feel like he's controlling it, because that's his type. If he feel like he got more hands on whatever it is, he'll be more free to take hands off if he's the one that feels like he's controlling it, or if he feels like he's the one that's directing it. And for somebody like me, I can care less if I have to direct it or not, which go back to Miss Hanson's point about knowing your type when it comes to personalities. And what I was asking for my end, if I'm dealing with someone, they may not be as expressive, or they may not be on that type of level emotionally. I don't know how to, on my emotional end as a guy, incorporate them so they'll be able to digest where I'm coming from. Because for me as a guy, emotionally, I am programmed to leave that crap alone and sort that out later. That's how I was brought up. And it go and shoot, we going full circle with everything. Because when I deal, and I told you, this crap kind of starts early with some men. Because I'm already programmed as a little child. If I'm very much around my dad and my mom, both of them, if I'm already programmed as a child that when my mama has some issues, not all of them, because you still mama's boy, but when she has some issues, you cut that crap off. You cut it off, because you're either going to be, if you know what I mean, the old way of bringing a boy up, he going to be one of two ways: in his feelings too much, or he cut them boys off. And if you cut them boys off, you kind of get programmed to that's how you handle business.
I was taught to cut them off.
And that's what my dad did with me. He didn't say just cut them off completely, but he was like, when it's time to handle your business, it ain't no time for you feeling like how you feel. You got to fix it.
I grew up in an era where emotions don't solve problems.
And see, that's even worse for y'all in, because it only gets more common towards the younger crowd.
Yeah.
But even with my dad, that's how he brought it up, because we're not, when he said, when you become a man, you're not going to be allowed all them times to just sit there in it. Yeah. You're not going to be allowed all them times to just talk about it. So you got to be about it. That's literally how he approaches it to me. So when I'm dealing with my girl, it's hard for me to get out of, if I'm hearing that she has problems, to not associate it as problems. So now I have to really get out of what I've been bred to do, what I've been trained to do, and what I don't have the patience to do.
And I think that's where us as men, nephew, that's not on the woman.
Yeah, that's all the personal thing.
I think that's on you and me. And that's what I've had to learn over the years, right? That I have to use what my God-given abilities to get me to where I need to go, right? And that may be to run over your ass, right? Whether it's the male or the female, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, but I'm just being honest, because even if I capitulate to the woman in my life at that season in my life, that may not what I need to do for me. That's what I need to do for us. So I have to make a determination at that point in time, whether I'm 20, 30, 40, or 50, right? Do I need to run over you to get to my goal? Or because some people say compromise, but there is no compromise when I'm trying to get to my goal, right? You're not part of the compromise, right?
It's kill or be killed.
No, it's either me or it's me and the goal. You're not, and this is what women probably don't want to hear, and it's tough to hear, but let me be clear. It's sad to say, but as a man, if I got to get to point A to point B, C don't come between A and B.
Period.
You know what I mean? And so I may happen to meet you between my goal to get to point B. But if I got to get to A and B and you are C that came into B, you're not going to become before B. C is not going to come before B. I mean, that's just the way it is. And you become a sacrificial lamb at that point, right? And so it's bad for men to look at life like that, but I got to get to point B. And if I don't see you as being an anchor or some kind of support to help me get there, now you may think that you are, but if I don't see that, right, you don't matter to me. And that's a very vivid, harsh way to look at the way men think, but that's the way men look at life, right? Because you're going to hold me accountable at the end of the day for what I do and don't do.
Exactly.
Right. And so
in order for me to be successful, that's kind of
I gotta get to point B. You see what I'm saying? But some women would rather for you to put them in front of B and say we can do it together until it don't go right. And they don't realize what didn't go right. Well, what didn't go right now because I lost my focus on how to get to B because you were there. And the things you said you was going to bring to the table, you really couldn't bring what I needed because I lost a part of me to be with you. And that's an unfair challenge and an unfair charge to put on that woman, right? And so that's why I know me and understanding I can articulate that now that I took myself off the market.
But just because you can articulate it now don't mean you know how to articulate it with that woman in the moment.
And I don't.
I know I don't.
You know what I'm saying? But that's why I won't get in a relationship with nobody's daughter because you're going to get ran over by me because I have to get to point B now. Point B don't include no other person but me and point B. Right. And I know why I got to get there. And some women say, well, I can help you or I can come along. No, if you're coming along, you're not going to say anything. You're not going to do anything. You're not going to be there. You're just going to be at point B when I get there. Right. And then we can talk. But other than that, I can't do anything in the midst of that. And a lot of people, for some men and some women, I think they miss that part of it, which is very tough for a lot of people to understand because they would say, well, why did you get into this? You know what I'm saying? And that's when you say, well, sometimes there are casualties of war. Sometimes men become casualties, and then sometimes women become casualties. But I think for men, it's our responsibility when you realize what you're doing, right? You have to go ahead and set people free. You have to go ahead and let them understand that at the end of the day that there's something you got to get to. And I think a lot of times men get to this, nephew. They don't tell the woman that they're not the goal.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't because it's like
it's hard to say, right? Because if you start you start kicking with some guy, and this is the worst thing to get in a relationship, and she's not the goal. Your career is your goal. Your promotion is your goal. You know what I'm saying?
So now I gotta tell her I want her around without her being around like that.
Exactly, and that's not going to work for some women. Some women can sit in the background and it's cool, right? But some women need that attention. You know what I'm saying? So I think as men, we have to be men. If you're going to lead, you got to even lead in tough times, right? And tough times mean you have to make tough decisions. And if you get yourself in a situation where you know that C has jumped in front of A and then placed itself between A and B, and that woman has to become C, you got to let her go. And like I said, that's probably one of the most uncomfortable conversations that most people don't have. And it turns out to be really bad for people, y'all. But I think a lot of people find themselves there and nobody wants to have that conversation. Nobody is bad, but a man don't know how to provide for a woman if he can't provide.
Period.
And let me say that again. A man don't know how to provide for a woman if he don't provide. And he can't provide for a woman and his family if he can't be himself. There is, and see, this is where y'all ladies get it misunderstood, right? Y'all say for a man to compromise. A man can't compromise himself before he get to his goal. Whether however y'all want to look at it, men cannot compromise himself for you to get to his goal. He cannot. He will lose a piece of himself because what he's trying to accomplish, he's no longer trying to accomplish that. He's trying to please you and accomplish his goal. And I would say for a man that has a big goal to accomplish, bro, don't get in no relationships. Don't go make kids. Go after your goal, right? If a woman's going to be there, she will be there. If not, she's not going to be there, bro. But the most important thing to you is not going to be that woman or that kid. It's going to be your goal. There are some men built like that, and there are other men who are built to be family men. There are other men who are built to be the guy that if he don't quite get to his goal, but his wife is happy and his kids happy, and he do what he got to do in between that, it won't eat him up. That would kill me.
Destroy me.
It would, you know what I'm saying? It would kill me. My wife and my kids will be they will be happy, but I will be very unhappy. And people are like, well, Joe, why you be unhappy? Because damn it, because I didn't get to the goal that I wanted to get to. Everybody just got theirs, right? And so that's a selfish thing for a man to have. But damn it, I got to be happy first. So don't put yourself in situations where you're not happy and you're making other people happy, because you're going to be miserable, which in return, you're going to make other people miserable. And that is very tough to talk about or even hear, but that is a lot of reality that goes on in relationships, y'all. So if y'all find yourself in those relationships, y'all need to have an honest conversation on a messy Monday with yourself, and then figure out what are you willing to sacrifice or compromise, and if not, get the hell out of it and keep it moving. So that's about it, ladies. Aquawoman, Tams, I appreciate you guys locking into the show today. Aquawoman, you have anything to add before I get out of here?
No, the only thing I want to say, I do agree with you wholeheartedly. For me and
Yes. Once I can, Aquawoman, you're gonna find a new guy. You take care and I love you, okay? All right. Jitem, Temo, Ashtamas. Y'all know how we feel about your nephew, Joe Lockett, Denise. It's Joe Lockett Show. We thank you guys for tuning in and making us your number one stop on the evening on the World Wide Web. We love you guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.